Thanks for tuning in. Got me back after the international break, which I absolutely hate with a passion. Nothing worse than a Saturday afternoon when there's no football to watch, when your team's not playing. It's absolutely awful. But we're back with the match preview for our trip to Loftus Road against Queen's Park Rangers. So up against our old foe in Gareth Ainsworth, who we had numerous battles in League One. Now, I didn't know if you know about Gareth Ainsworth, little known fact, but he's actually got his own band, which are called Cold Blooded Hearts. I think they've just actually released a single not so long ago. So that kind of goes with that rock star image what he pursues on the touchline. So he has got his own band. But he's in charge of QPR now. Obviously, we had our battles with him against Wycombe Wanderers, but he actually had his QPR through and through. He actually had 2 spells as caretaker boss at QPR before he moved to Wycombe. So I've got his stats up here, let's have a look. So he managed 6 games in 2008 as caretaker boss, won 2, drew 1, lost 3. He then had a spell as caretaker boss in 2009, where he managed 5 games, won 1, drew 1 and lost 3. He then moved on to Wycombe Wanderers as a player. I think he made 150 odd games for them before getting the manager's job. And then since then, you can see the stats here, he managed 550 games between 2012 and 2023, won 219, drew 137, lost 194. He had a win percentage of 39.8%. Vastly experienced. Obviously, he's QPR through and through, like I've said. I think he played something like 140 odd games for them or something as well. So it's in his blood. Once they come calling, there was a no-brainer for him to move across and give up his time at Wycombe. So he moved across to QPR in this year, 2023, where you can see that he's managed 19 games, he's won 5, drew 2 and lost 12. So not got up to the best of starts at the club, but it looks like he's slowly turning things around. He is getting a few decent results. We know he likes his teams to play attacking football. They're always aggressive on their front foot and they get stuck in, and it's always a battle when you play his kind of teams. He actually won 2 promotions with Wycombe as a manager. So he won the 2017-2018 League 2 promotion from there. He also won the 2020 League 1 playoff final, getting promoted to the Championship where they were relegated the season after. It could have actually been a third time, but a certain team in red and white stopped them from making promotion to the Championship in 2022. So otherwise it would have been a third promotion. But like I said, QPR's in his blood. He did play 152 games for them, scored 22 goals. But overall in his career, he's managed and played in over 1,100 games. I think he's 50 years old. So what an absolutely fantastic career he's had in the game. He's learned lots, and it's not going to be an easy game as we go down there on Saturday. Now QPR as a whole, they haven't been back in the Premier League since 2014, 2015. So they've been 8 years outside the Premier League, and when they've been in the Championship, they've kind of struggled in the Championship as well. The highest finish was under Mark Warburton, where they finished 9th in 2020, 2021. The rest of the time, they've kind of hovered around the 17, 18 mark. So, they're always a team that you think could be fancied for to do well, but they always seem to struggle. They've got great support. They've got great support. It's always a tough place to go. It's a tight pitch, Loftus Road. But it's a place where we seem to have done quite well over the years. This season, see they had a bad start. They got thumped 4-0 at Watford on the first game. I think they were 4-0 down at half time. They then won the game after. They beat Cardiff, I think 2-1 away. They then had 3 straight defeats, where they lost to Norwich in the EFL Cup, lost to Ipswich, lost to Southampton. But the week before the international break, they actually beat Middlesbrough 2-0 at the Riverside. Now, I know Middlesbrough's not doing too well at the minute. They're currently bottom of the league, but to go there and win 2-0 is a great result. But so overall this season, they've played 5, won 2, drew none, lost 3, scored 5, conceded 8, and they've got 6 points and they're currently in 17th place. Signings wise, so they've made some decent signings at Championship level in the summer as well. So let's have a look and see how they've signed. So you can see they've signed Asmir Begovic from Everton on a free transfer, Morgan Fox from Stoke on a free transfer, Jack Colback from Nottingham Forest also on a free, Paul Smythe from Leyton Orient again on a free, Ziad Lakashio from Fulham also on a free, Steve Cook undisclosed, and also Taylor Richards from Brighton undisclosed as well. So there's kind of a theme, developing there. I don't know how much they paid for Steve Cook and Taylor Richards, but the rest of them were on a free transfer. Jack Colback obviously played against his former club, us. Didn't quite leave on the best of terms when he went to Newcastle, did he? Obviously the famous picture here of Lee Cattermole standing over him. That famous picture that we all love and love to see. Decent signing though at Championship level. Steve Cook, a good centre half as well from Bournemouth. He's not a bad player. From Nottingham Forest, ex-Bournemouth, from Nottingham Forest. Obviously the goalkeeper Begovic, apparently him and Colback have been the two best performers this season so far. So they are two to watch out for. Begovic, he's a vastly experienced goalkeeper. He's played at world level. Outbounds, because they signed Begovic, it meant Sini Diang, you might remember from last year when he scored the injury time winner against us, equaliser against us, wasn't it? He went to Borough for £2 million. Rob Dickey's gone to Bristol City, and Leon Balogun gone to Rangers on a free transfer. So there's quite a few come in. What the qualities are, I'm not quite sure on the rest of them. Obviously, I don't know much about Paul Smythe. Obviously, Morgan Fox used to be at Stoke. But the outgoing players, obviously, they've lost them. But they've made some decent signings. So it's going to be a hard game. Yes, they're not in a great form, but like I've said, Ainsworth teams are always physical, up for the battle. And they had a good result before the international break. They'll be wanting to carry that on at home. Obviously, looking for the first home win of the season. From our point of view, obviously we've got our new signings, Mason Burstow, Nasri Vujian, Aoshishi and Pembelia. I'm not too sure if they're going to be available. I'm guessing Burstow will be in the squad. Vujian has been training the last couple of days. He might be on the bench, I'm guessing. I'm not quite sure how fit Pembelia and Aoshishi are. But Tony Mowbray has been saying in his press conference today, apparently they played a behind closed doors game against Hartlepool where apparently Aoshishi looked very, very good. Again, that's the levels, but we don't know how good he really is going to be. Can't wait to see Vujian and Burstow. I'm guessing they'll probably both start on the bench following on from our 5-0 win against Southampton. I don't expect to be too many changes. If Roberts is fit, I still think he'd keep him on the bench. I did see he was touch and go, but I think it'll be the same team that played against Southampton. No reason to change the performance that we gave. Keep the same team, keep the same players in. So it'll probably be Patterson in goal, Trey Hume, Dan Ballard if he's fit. I think he played the whole 90 for Northern Ireland, so I think he should be alright. Luke O'Neill and Dennis Serkin. Pierre Etwa to continue his fantastic form. Dan Neil, Jack Clark, Abdullah Barr, Bradley Dack, Joby Bellingham. We'll see with the new signings on the bench. So it's great to be having that strength in depth and the strikers to come off the bench if needed. So we'll wait and see what team he puts out and what squad we put together to travel down there on Saturday. Score prediction wise, like I say, it's a place where we seem to do well. We've done quite well over there. I think we won 3-0 down there last year with Patterson saving a penalty. I think we then beat them when we were in League One. I think we beat them in the Carabao Cup, didn't we, on penalties that year? So we've done quite well. I'm going to go for a good result. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win as well. Continuing that form and we're kicking up the league to get towards them playoffs now. We're currently in 9th, and after a ropey start, we're now seem to be scoring goals and picking points up as well, so it's great to see. So a 2-1 win for me, but let me know what your comments are on the comments below. Don't forget we're still doing the competition, the score predictions for a shirt at the end of the season. I'll be updating the points at the end of the review video which will come out on Saturday night to let you know how everybody is doing. But like I say, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you enjoy the content and you think I deserve a subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, and we're doing really, really well, so we couldn't be more happy. But let me know what you think. Don't forget the score predictions must be in this video for them to count. But until the next time, thanks for watching, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.